Hey guys, I'm Slayer. Here are the results for day 1 of the Paytm First Games Esports Legends of Runeterra tournament. Here are the top 8 players moving on to day 2. Hey guys, joining us is GCT Tirth. What's up, man? How's it going?
Yeah, doing good, doing good. Glad to be here.
Hey man, tell us a little bit more about yourself.
Right. So I basically am I just completed my Master of Science in Information Technology. So that's my educational background. But apart from that, I've mostly been a gamer since when I was in college, basically. So I started initially competing in Dota, and because of like lack of good internet connection or lack of a team that shares the same mindset, I started looking for single player games. So from there, I found Hearthstone while watching, of course, the BlizzCon. So I found Hearthstone and realized that, yeah, this could be a game that is good to pursue in esports, and I wanted to pursue or do something in esports from the start because it has been my interest. Like, I like to not only play games, but also like continuously improve myself on that, and that has been what I aim to in any game that I play. And for that, and in Dota, I hit that limit. But then I switched to Hearthstone, and I've been playing Hearthstone since 2014.
Right.
That has been my main game as an esports competitor. And yeah, recently, of course, with the like basically that's where my love for card games comes from. And with the release of Legends of Runeterra, I've obviously played it initially as well. And yeah, so I've been playing Runeterra as well recently. But in Hearthstone, I think is where most of my achievements come from. I think some of my best achievements are I got a bronze medal in 2018's Asian Games in Indonesia, and I also got top 8 in WESG 2018 and 19 for Hearthstone. And apart from that, that's apart from like competing, I also create content for different websites. One of them is tempostorm.com. So I serve as a meta snapshot specialist for Hearthstone in Tempostorm.
Wow, man, that's a lot of achievements already under your bag, man. Big congratulations on all of that.
Thank
And
you.
here's to hoping for a lot more to come. Let's get back to Legends of Runeterra specifically. Tell us a little bit about your journey in this game so far.
Right. So since of course League is a big universe, right? So even though I'm not an avid League of Legends player, I still watch the tournaments and everything. So I still know the lore and everything about it, right? So when Riot initially announced Legends of Runeterra, I was like super excited. Because like at that time I believe it was the first game to announce after their League of Legends. So I was like really excited and hyped because what they did with League of Legends in the esports scene, if they can even replicate 10% of that for a game like Runeterra, like uh, it, showed the true potential for esports for me. So like apart from that, I'm also a card game fan at this point. So I was like really excited to, try it out. So as soon as the beta came, I think initially it was only for content creators, so I didn't play in the first initial alpha or beta tests. But after that, I did get a pre-release an account to play on, and so I was able to. I've been playing since like I believe around 1 week before the release of the game itself.
Awesome, man. Let's talk a little bit about your matches today. How were your preparations? Give us a little bit of insight on the decks that you used and how the matches played out.
Right. So basically, for preparation, I mostly relied on, since I mean the format was really interesting. In the first rounds, it was just one deck, right? So you have to play the one deck and hope to win with it. And after that, it has been a best of three.
Yeah.
So that gives you some, room to make a good lineup and everything. But initially, like for the first round, when I was preparing, I realized that it's probably just better to play the best deck that is available, right?
Yeah.
So I just looked around and researched a bit using, of course, websites like Tempo Storm, asking my friends, asking other tournament players what they have been playing and everything. So that's basically from where I realized that, yeah, I should just bring the best meta deck that is out there, which
Right.
was at that time Tempo Endure deck. So I decided to just select that for my first deck. And apart from that, there were a lot of other options. Like, Runeterra's meta is not fixated anyway in any way. So there are like multiple tier 1 or tier 2 decks, and like you can bring any of them to tournaments and do well, right?
Right.
But I think the another factor that played into my decision to bring my second deck was my comfort level with it, right?
Right.
So I just decided to pick Swain Twisted Fate deck, which is also tier 1 deck, but it is also a deck that I have played to masters in the second season. So I was really comfortable with it, and yeah, decided to bring that for the best of 3 series.
Perfect, man. Let us talk a little bit about your future in esports. What are your plans looking like?
Oh, I'm still a competitor by heart, so I'm still like competing in any of these tournaments that I can find, whether they have like no prize pool or if they have large prize pools like this one, right?
Yeah.
I just try to participate in any tournaments that I can. So that's still in my plans. Like I still want to continue competing at least till 2022 for because at 2022 there is gonna be another Asian Games, and hopefully this time it will be a medal event. And I'm really hoping that if not me, at least someone else, and will represent India and do well in that. So I'm still like competing, playing with that in my mind as a long-term goal. But apart from that, I'm also like really invested into bringing other players to the scene as well,
Right.
because yeah, so that's also something that I really love doing. Like we basically just play some practice games here and there, and guide each other through these tournament metas and everything. So it's just that it allows me to connect with them while also uh, feeling helpful even when I'm not competing. So like that's something that I'm definitely looking forward to do more of as well.
That's a wonderful gesture, man. I mean, with the kind of accomplishments that you already have, I think you'd be the absolute best person to kind of guide the newer players through how their esports journey should be and how they develop as an individual. So, before we let you go, one final question on the latest patch that has come out for LOR. I know for a fact we did not allow it in the tournament today, but what are your thoughts on it?
Yes, I was really hoping that it would be allowed, because in the when there is new cards out there, it incentivizes building new decks. It incentivizes your preparation that much more, right?
Right.
But of course, it is understandable. Like there are, I believe, some bugs with some of the cards, which will probably be hotfixed soon.
Right.
But the new patch itself, it's really good. Like I mean, the theme with Daybreak and Nightfall is definitely my favorite in like any game, not even just card games, like in any game at all. So I'm really loving playing those cards as well, even though we didn't get to play much because of preparing for this tournament. We still like sneaked in a couple of ladder games here and there, and played those new cards. And the expansion is feeling like really solid, and I'm looking forward to like what more the Runeterra team will bring, because this expansion, they really knocked it out of the park.
Awesome, man. Any final shout outs?
Just shout out to the Legends of Runeterra WhatsApp group, where without them I probably not even reach this level. I would say it's all about the community in the end. So I'm really thankful to them for helping me reach here. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And of course, shout out to my family, because without their permission and without that allowance, nothing is possible in life. So yeah, shout out to them.
Perfect, man. Thank you so much for joining us. It was an absolute pleasure talking to you. All the very best for the tournaments to come, and I hope you just continue rolling with the achievements, the absolute huge stack that you already have.
Thank you. Thank you. My pleasure here talking.
Thank you, man. Cheers. Have a good day. Joining me is Dexter. Dexter, what's up, man? How are you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you, Kiran?
I'm doing awesome, bro. Tell us a little bit more about yourself.
So, my actual name is Kranti Kumar. Some people know me from the community. I'm also known as Dexter, Captain Dexter. So, I've been in this esports scene since 2011, 2012 actually, 2012. League was my entry point. I was playing League with our Indian community members for a few years. Then, actually, I went competitive in Paladins actually.
Oh, wow.
I was playing competitive esports in Paladins. That's where I thought this could be my opportunity to go pro. Like pro guy, pro player. But unfortunately, at that time, Paladins was not allowing Indian players across the global international level events.
Yes.
So my team had to drop me down, and they had to continue further on dropping me. That's where I thought I took some career decisions. I thought if not a pro guy, at least I could work in esports. So then I started looking for the jobs and everything. I joined UGH Esports as community esports associate. First of all, I joined as esports associate. I was working on LOR and TFT, both of them, along with my team members of UGH, United Gamers Hideout. And yeah, recently I was promoted to community manager of LOR, actually Legends of Runeterra Indian community. And I even hosted like 2 to 3 events, community cups along with the. We have a very good, small, and very beautiful community, which is very active by the way. So right now I'm just working as a community manager for LOR and also Valorant right now. I shifted my focus towards Valorant because it's kind of growing up in India right now. It's getting more
Yes.
focus, more you have more engagements, more players. So yeah, but still, I'm here with LOR, and today I played my match.
Hey, I'm very glad to have met another community member here, someone who has been pretty much in the core of esports here in the country. Let's talk a little bit about your matches today. Can you walk us through your preparations, the decks that you used, and a little bit of insight into your matches?
Sure, sure. First of all, huge props to Paytm First Games and Paytm organizers for giving us this kind of events. This could bring a new talent out of the country. That's really good. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. First of all, so coming to my matches, actually, I came to know yesterday that new region wasn't allowed. So that was something very important coming into my preparation because you're not allowed to use that new set, right?
Yeah.
So I had to stick to basics. I didn't want to mix up things. I don't want to confuse myself because I'm someone who sticks to one and practices only those regions and decks. Like so today my decks were like Ash Sejuani, which was a tier one deck for the past like 1.5 months.
Right.
So it's like a consistent deck. So I knew that if I do well with it, I'm guaranteed a win. So I didn't want to take any risk of moving away, trying something out. This is something I took very serious at this tournament. So as Sejuani is one of the consistent deck that I chose it. And second one is called Fearsome Rally, which is Shadow Isles one, Elise and anything. That deck is something I'm comfortable with. It's counterable. I know it's counterable, but that deck is something I'm comfortable with. That's what I suggest to any newcomers or everything. Don't go with something you don't know. Just stick to your basics and go with something you're comfortable with. So that actually worked for me in today's match. Actually, I went 2-0, very good, and opponent played very good. He was giving a very tough competition. Actually, honestly,
Right.
every turn I had to make sure I'm making a correct move so that I don't get countered the next one. I was actually holding crossing my hands. It was a
Awesome.
good experience. It was a great experience. I'm looking forward for tomorrow top eight. Actually, it's first of all top eight is a big thing for me. But right now I thought overnight I want to work on my own deck. Right now I want to dig deep into it. I want to perform on the top eight also. So yeah,
Awesome, man. Congratulations, first of all, on making it to the top eight. It's a huge accomplishment in itself.
thank you.
But now things are going to get pretty darn tough. How do you see your chances of taking the title tomorrow?
Okay, first of all, I'm very happy that in the top eight, 4 to 5 members are very close to me, like very good friends of the community. In the LOR Indian community, we have a WhatsApp group. So
Yep.
these 4 or 5 guys, see, as a community manager, I didn't have much of a chance to participate in this tournament to showcase my skill set and everything. But I think I have a shot of winning if I focus, if I actually work on it. I feel like I definitely have a chance of beating this top tier. There are a lot of players in top 8 actually, who I actually respect because they've been consistent, they have been grinding, they have been proving themselves in the past results also. So it's going to be a tough for me, but I'm very sure if I put in little much of effort, little, you know, confident about myself, I can definitely pull it off. I'm very confident about after, especially today's match. I was very confident. I was very happy. So yeah.
Indeed, man. Let's talk a little bit about the new patch. I know it is not allowed in this tournament, but what are your thoughts on this patch?
So this patch came with a new region, Tarragon.
Yes.
Tarragon. So I think I think Leona and Leona was something I'm really enjoying recently. I had Leona and Orion Soul in one of the deck. So that's a starter deck something, but it's a really good deck for good beginners. I'm starting to enjoy it. This expansion actually gave lot of new cards for the players, new combos and everything. I mean, this could be something a huge. I would say compared to the previous patches and previous expansion, I think this is something new. A new kind of brewing decks coming out. It's pretty exciting. It's too early to say honestly, but when we see like top streamers or top content creators, people are enjoying it. Actually, that's really awesome. That it's getting into the light. The limelight. I'm like lot of CCG players like Alan Q's, everyone. These guys are saying that this expansion could be the one. It's too early to say, as I said, but it's really proving to be good because I was enjoying a few starter decks.
Very nice, man. Let's talk a little bit about what are your plans for the future in esports.
My plans currently, I definitely want to participate in this LOR tournament, small or big or anything. I also keep on competing in the weekly tournaments of LOR. It's called Duels of Runeterra. It's a global one. So I think that experience could help me participate in the our Indian tournaments and everything. So going into the future, I'm actually looking to get immersed myself more into this esports field of profession. I want to work more into it. Not as I don't have any plans as a player kind of thing right now, but yeah, I'm gonna focus on both of them actually. I want to work on the back end. I want to showcase my skills too. So yeah, both right now at the moment it's like both in my head, but yeah, let's see how future unfolds.
Indeed, man. Any final shout outs?
Well, I have two final shoutouts. One, thank you, Tirth and UJ's community, others, Tirth and Ravi sir. These guys were always motivating me actually. And United Gamers Hideout is something that started giving me confidence that I could work in this field. I could prove my skills. I could showcase my services to the community. So thank you guys a lot. And Abhishek sir, thank you for this opportunity. And second one, LOR Community India, thank you guys for always being in the group, being active, keeping the community alive. You guys are the heart of the community, and we'd love to see more people join. So do join our community, and yeah, thank you.
Thank you for joining us, Dexter. It was an absolute pleasure talking to you. All the very best for the top 8 tomorrow.
Thank you, Kiran. Thank you so much.
Good night, man. For any queries, reach us on our Discord server. Good luck, have fun.